What is up, guys? Sorry, Newspaper back again, also known as the Black Gentleman. And today, I'm finally going to bring you the review for Planet X's Ismenios. I'm having a hard time saying that name. It's probably easy to a lot of people, but not for me. I'm just going to go ahead and call it what it is, Deathsaurus. This is Planet X's Deathsaurus. And I got a lot to talk about, and also, this thing's pretty big, especially with the wingspan. So it's pretty much eating up. Can't tell, but it's eating up a lot of my review area. Just because of the simple fact that the wings are so robust. And I've already added to the clear blue plastic pieces that give it kind of a cool energon look. I'm gonna remove those here in a minute, but I just thought I would go ahead and get that full in the first shot of it. The wingspan is very, very impressive. If I wish I had a ruler to be more thorough, tell you guys just how long that is. But before I fully get into the figure itself, I always like to go into the accessories of it. So let me just get him out of Dodge. Let's talk about the accessories. There's not a whole lot, but he does have some. First, let's get on with the sword. It's all one piece. The handle and the hilt are painted in gold, and the blade itself is not painted. Kind of shocking, actually. But it does have these cool energon. If I can get the camera for it, there we go. And I like this really cool, not energon, but what kind of stuff? Cybertronian hieroglyphs. This looks really good. On the back here, I have no idea what it says. It could be like the jazz that we got a while back from Hasbro. You know, make America great again. Remember that? But who knows? But it's a really nice sword. It's pretty comic book accurate. Okay, now this is basically his only weapon. He has no guns, but I'm actually okay with that. And he has a turn the camera down so you can see him. He has a chest minion or breast something. I know this is from Victory. I'm not very familiar with Victory, honestly, but I have seen little snippets on YouTube. I think his name is Tiger Breast or some shit. I'm not quite sure, but this is how he looks when he's fully transformed. All you do is just compress the legs back, and it goes on his chest, and it hides away pretty well. I've taken the liberty of putting the Supercon symbol on there. Obviously, that wouldn't normally be there. For my taste, since I bought this essentially be what it is, the IW version, he doesn't have this thing here, but I get why they put it in there, because they're gonna add a upgrade kit to make it more G1, and I know a lot of people would complain if this had not been there. But it's nice for what it is. You know, it's got a gold paint for the wings here, red paint in the vents, gunmetal gray here in the center, painted red eyes. Even the legs are painted gold. So they added a good bit of mold detail on the wing here. Even on the inside part here where the legs compress in, got a good bit of mold detail. I couldn't get the mouth to open, so I'm gonna assume it doesn't. I couldn't get to move, but it's nice. It is nice for what it is. And I can tell it puts some work into this. If I could criticize it, I would say I don't know how accurate it is. But I would say the head should probably come out just a little bit to give us a little bit of a neck. But hey, all right. Oh, I'm done with accessories now. Just like that. Oh, also one more thing this thing came with. Before I forget, I haven't installed them. They're coming from some screw hole coverings. I believe these are for the wings. These two gray panels, and the blue piece here. I'm not exactly sure what it goes on to. I may cover them eventually. Right now, it doesn't really bother me that much, especially on the wings, because I mean it's whatever. I figured I'll leave them uncovered because I don't plan on getting an upgrade kit because I'm not really into the whole Victory thing. But if I ever did, I might want to leave them uncovered so I could take the wings off and replace them. So, came with this. Alright, now, back to the figure itself. Let me pick him back up. Bring him back in the frame. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and just turn him around. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna lift the camera up. But let's see. There we go. The other I mean, I guess I'll have to call accessory. This energon wings here. Let's see if I've already installed them, and it's no big deal. It's no big deal to put them off and on. You just like these right here. These just slide over the top of this, and they're clear plastic, very sturdy. As you can see, very thick. Yeah. And they're how they peg in. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and, for this review. I'm gonna go ahead and just take them off. Let's see here. There we go. And they have clip holes. I don't know if you guys can see right here for that one, and the little notches that catch right here. So let me go ahead and just take this off of this wing. It probably make things easier in terms of you know, getting down with the business, as I say. Let's see here. Well, let me go and do this off camera because this might take me a second. Be right back, guys. And I'm back again, and here, as you can see, this is how it essentially looks when you remove all the energon pieces from it. I'm going to put the camera up and get a better look at that. And I have it splayed out just to let you guys see how different it is. To close it up, you can just fold these down like this. Like that. So that's how that looks. Very big difference, right? You can fold this around. So I want you guys to be able to see that. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the other one, the other side too, just so it make this whole thing easier for the view. But yeah, definitely want you guys to see that. All right, and I have his wings, so quote unquote, pick clean. So yeah, this is how it looks, you know, right out of the box as far as wings go. Just these big pieces here with no energy coming out, and honestly, that's not really bad either. In the comic books, these right here are actually fully opened, and they don't really have any energy coming out of them. So in the books, they're more like this anyway. But I won't lie, they are more impressive with the energy fully displayed out. There we go. If I can get this one to stand up. There we go. So yeah, more or less that's how the comic is. Also, MMC's version, I believe, is also kind of the same way, without the whole energy effect deal going on. Now, about the wings, let me talk more about those. And this, I guess, this goes more into articulation, but they have put some ratchets in here. I don't know if you guys can hear that. This goes for both sides. They're ratcheted pretty good, and it's a soft hinge right here that holds this, so you can go on like this. If you have the space on your shelf, you can easily put the blue pieces back on and fully have everything split out like so. So you get something like that. Now, for his back here, like this big empty chasm is very ugly. I wish they had given you some kind of a faux covering for that, so when the minion's not there. In fact, let's go ahead and bring him back in. Here he is. The transformer is very easy. You just, let's see, how does it go again? I think you fold the legs in like this. Oh man, I'm doing on camera. There you go, like that. Put the tail in, fold these all the way back, and you transform. Fold the wings back like this, and you just stick them on the back, and there. That fills in that chasm very well, and I think overall it looks better, even from the different angles. before I go into anything else, I imagine a lot of people probably want to know how's the scale of this thing. And in my opinion, this is not an MP. This is still to me a chug, because I think MP Deathsaurus would be about the size of I guess it'd be about the size of Takara's Star Saber, which this guy's not. This guy's going to scale better with Plan X's version of Star Saber. Well, I have to get as well. But for comparisons, I brought in Tarn. Now I would put Tarn in alt mode for this, but it wouldn't make much. It wouldn't really compare, because this is a big dragon chicken transformer. What kind of dragon this is? Dragon bird? I'm not sure. But yeah, this is how they look. This is Tarn compared with Deathsaurus in alt mode. I'm gonna do a same comparison. I'm gonna give him in bot mode, but this is for the alt mode goes. And as far as alt mode goes, I think it looks pretty good. In fact, I'm definitely probably gonna get some pictures of this thing. Paired it with Tarn. I would love to have a picture of, just if I had a stand for this thing. It's pretty heavy, by the way. To have it kind of like in the air here above Tarn, I think that would look really good. But yeah, okay, that's how it compares to Tarn. And on the shelf, I'll probably have them paired up anyway because of the the Dying of Light War Arc. So let me go and get Tarn here for a minute. All right, before I go into articulation, let's just look at this thing and just look at how much paint went into this. This is a lot more paint than companies like MNC actually do. But yeah, for the dragon head, we have for the beak, we have gold paint, silver teeth, red paint for the eyes. For the head, it's actually paint, I believe. Yeah, it's like blue paint for the crest of the head. I've actually got a smallest little chip here I see now, which kind of sucks. That's the one thing bad about paint, it can chip. So I better watch out for that. Anyhow, it's got a yellow paint for the dragon claws, and they're all a little stiff, but they do articulate. And got that on both sides here for both hands. It's got gunmetal here, right here in the little vein area of the arms. The paint, the thing is, it's just blue plastic for the arms. They're not paint, I believe. Same for the back dragon legs. These are actually die cast, by the way, real heavy. I thought this figure might be at least 3 pounds, maybe a little more. But yeah, this is die cast, more gunmetal paint, gold paint. You got red paint right here on top of the vent here. More red paint here. More gold paint there. Toes, gold paint, and the die cast, by the way. Blue paint, more gold paint. If you flip them around, let's see, more blue paint here. It's gold, gunmetal, red. Yeah, this is all paint, guys. Good work, Plan X. Also, just from touching it, this is die cast, like all these bits here. Now the robot feet here, these are just plastic, I believe. And there's more gunmetal here throughout the tail. And let's see, it's in the camera now. I have to bring this up for the tail. The tail also has a bit of articulation. Get a little movement like here, the very part here that moves up and down. Here and the very tip. Do we get anything tip? Let's see. No, not tip, but here and here. No, the tail can't go side to side, but that's fine. Just want to point it out there. He also the dragon mode has no true waist articulation due to the way it transforms. Mostly because right here, if I can camera back up again. Do this right here, it kind of locks the waist out, and it connects the robot arms up to the chest here. But for most part, I'm alright at that. And as far as beast modes go, this one is very cool. It actually reminds me kind of Skylinks, but done better in the neck, because even the neck here, which I believe the neck is painted as well. Oh, no, take it back. This is just gray plastic, I think. But segmented. It's got ball joints for movement here and movement here. Head can look down. Dragon head can look down just about that far. It can go up that far, and you can spin it to give it a full 360. So that's really nice. And the dragon arms, back down to that. They give you a full 360. Move the wings out of the way. They give you a full 360. Same goes for both sides. And then go out this far on both sides. And they're on a hinge, which you can, if you want to, you can fold back up like so. Oops. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and remove the minion for right now. This thing likes to come off. So let's go ahead and get rid of it now. See, they're on a hinge, so you can hinge it up and back. It's a little stiff, but let's see. It can go all the way back up like this. That's supposed to do transformation, but it's something you can do. There we go. So yeah, you can move back up like that, or forward, whichever you prefer. Like I said before, the talons also have movement. They can be split out any way you like. They are a little sharp, so be careful. Also, you don't want to shoot the paint on them either, I'm pretty sure. As for the dragon back toes, they're the same way. Let's see, they can move like that and like that. The dragon back feet have no ankle tilt at all, which is kind of a bummer. I mean, it'd been nice to have. The back claw here, it bends, mostly for transformation. Let's see, it bends the same way on both sides, as you can see. Legs also have ratchets. Got a decent amount of strength. Same for the back knee here. Get a lot of that. And it also bends here. So that's 3 points of movement for the legs. The legs also become robot arms. So another reason why I had to have these ratchets. And you can open them up that far for a bit of a Dragon Van Dam full trowel action. So yeah, those are really good ratchets, guys. Love me a ratchet. And these two can spin. I think I can get a full 360 out of them. The same goes for both sides. Yeah. Oops. Okay. Let's resituate the camera. Alright, that's good enough. So that's basically him for dragon mode. I wish I had more dragon things to compare him to, but sadly I don't. But I guess I can go ahead and put him in robot mode, and we can get some more comparisons, especially for guys I know who want this thing for an IW shelf. So if you just give me a moment, I'll be right back in the flash using my patented editing magic, as it were. Please stand by. Oh, one more thing before I do transform this guy. I do have an actual comparison. More beast transformer. I brought in my Skylinks, and just so you guys can kind of see where that's coming from. I know this is more of an MP. He'd be like probably bigger than Deathsaurus, because I think he would be. I'm not really sure about that. But yeah. So it's a comparison of two large beast transformers. That's how it compares to MMC's Skylinks here. You can kind of see where that's coming from. Let's move this guy back a little bit. So yeah. So no one can say I didn't kind of try to show a large beast transformer with another large beast transformer. So, yeah. Alright. I just want to get that for you guys.
The Transformers will return after these messages. We now return to the Transformers.
Alright, we're all back and he's fully transformed. And I want to say too, despite how big he is, transformation not that unwieldy. Actually kind of fun. If anyone would request, I would definitely do. I mean, I don't really do transformations on camera that much anymore, if at all. But if someone would ask me to do one, I could very well start doing, you know, little segments of, you know, what they call just transform it type stuff, like MGO. I'll be up for it if anybody wanted it. But anyway, that aside, this is him fully transformed, and looks good. Looks really good. Matter of fact, before I get involved in anything else, let me go ahead and do another comparison as far as size goes, because I still got Tarn here on the sideline. So this is how they stack up. And I've seen other reviewers and other people mention that they're not really in scale the way they should be, because in comic books, Tarn and Deathsaurus are pretty much at, I won't say, if not at, almost eye level. So he is a little bit bigger, and the same goes from MNC's version too. From what I've seen, they're two are bigger than each other. So I don't know what to say about that. So one could say that maybe Tarn needs to get bigger. You know, because I mean, you wouldn't want to shrink the source. But honestly, to me, I don't hate it. I'm okay with it. I mean, they're going on the same shelf for me, so it's all going good. Another good comparison would be let's see, Overlord, because Overlord, again during that Dying of the Light arc, is a big part of that. So give me a second, I'll go ahead and throw him in the match too. All right, here I am back with Overlord. As you can see, that scale right here, if I remember in the comic books, for Deathsaurus and Overlord went, Overlord's a good deal bigger than both him and Tarn too. So I think the scale works good probably works even better with Overlord and Deathsaurus. This is my humble opinion. You know, everyone's got opinions, but you know, in my humble opinion, that's not short. Yeah, so overall, it doesn't bother me too much. I think Tarn probably could use a little bit of a leg extension. But I'm okay with this. I mean, because at the end of the day, you know, Tarn's still a badass, even if he's a little bit shorter than the two guys. He still gets his respect. So yeah, that's that scale. So anybody who wanted to see that. Matter of fact, I don't think anyone's ever, from what I've seen in the reviewers, I don't think anyone's ever compared Deathsaurus here to Overlord. So I guess everyone can say that they saw it here first. Now let's get these guys out of the way and continue on with the review itself. Okay, now as far as it goes, just to look at him, he looks wonderful. This is a wonderful bot mode. All the paint and sculpt, this really comes together. One thing that doesn't have paint, honestly, is this kind of this white plastic you see here, which altogether is fine. Doesn't bother me at all, because as a lot of people, I told a lot of people on my channel, I like paint, but you don't need to cover every single thing in paint because we're asking for chips. But everywhere the paint is applied, it looks wonderful. All this gold, red, blue, more red, gold, and blue, gunmetal, silver. Looks so good, so good. And the die cast gives this guy a very hefty feel. To be honest, in terms of weight, I honestly wish this is how Overlord weighs. Overlord is actually kind of light compared to this guy. This guy's, I want to say at least maybe 2 or 3 pounds. easy. But now let's go back to his accessories though. Remember he came with that sword, and he holds it rather well. It has a little slot right here, if you guys can see. And he has a little attachment side of the hand. Let's go ahead and fold it in. If the chest plate comes off, don't mind me. I'll just put this aside. It likes to fall off from time to time. The hand here. Speaking of hands, they have full articulation. They can go full 360 and do the transformation. They have the ability to actually push them up a little taste. So you can go down too. So that's pretty good. Each finger is fully articulated. With a base pin right here at the knuckle. Each finger moves individually. Then they have cool claws here. I don't think they're very nice. They're pretty comic book accurate. Now I'll put the sword in. You just move it out of the way. Slide in. Let's see. There we go. Close the hand up accordingly. And push in a little bit more. There we go. And he holds that just like a champ. Very good. It's very nice. And matter of fact, for the rest of the review, let's go and take it out just for review's sake. But as you see, he can hold it. And both hands are the same. Get this on camera. Sorry, guys. Each finger individually articulated on a base pin at the knuckle. Thumb as well. Each hand has claws, and it can bend up that far and down that far. Full 360. And arms, because they're it's the same as dragon mode. The arms has not lost anything. They go all up this far on both sides. Nice strong ratchet to hold them. Go down that far. That's a little respect. 360 at the bicep. Bicep bend. All feels really good thanks to those strong ratchets. He gets a full 360 at the waist. To do, let me go back on that. To get the full 360, excuse me, guys, you have to, unpeg the. It kind of breaks the scope a little bit, but you need to unpeg the wings from the dragon head right here. Just unpeg those, and you gotta lift the head up a little bit, and then you can get the full 360. That's what you want to do with your life. Yeah. Boop. And here's on a ball joint. Look all the way up that far, and you can look down that far. And I always say a giant robot always needs to be able to look down more than up. So that comes through in spades, and you get a full 360. Which is really good. Before I continue on down the legs, let's go ahead and get this resituate right here. You just slide these in right here to get the wings back in. There we go. Now down to the legs, which I have to say at the thigh swivel, it's a little bit too tight for my taste, but I have to see about some way maybe getting it a little loosened. But you can move the skirts here. Just take your finger, pop these up to get everything out of the way. Same goes for each side skirts as well. They all both go up. And this is all die cast right here. This is all die cast. So you can go all the way out. Now you can go full trowel for that doctor exam. Or Van Damme, as people say. And you can go, let's see. Oops. You can kick out that far. That's really good. Kick back that far. So you got a full split going on there. And let's see what else. Now, yeah, back to that thigh. You can spin it, but it is really tight. And I don't feel good, but twisting it so much because it's being so tight. But they can move. It's got put a little strength into it, but yeah, that's about as far I'm gonna do mine. It's about as comfortable I feel twisting it. I might unscrew it and release some tension, but right now I'm not too worried about it. But it does have thigh swivel. Anyway, in regards to the knees, didn't bet that far. Forward that far. Same on both. That feels really good. Kind of a softer ratchet, but a ratchet nonetheless. Now down here to the feet, it don't have any real ankle articulation, but it does have feet. I guess a foot articulation right here. We can just kind of take the whole foot and just swivel a little bit. It's enough for most poses. Not too mad. And take it back to feet of die cast as well, guys. And you go to the back here, and I just found this out actually. The little plastic here, these move to give more, I guess, more arch support. So, I guess that overall, I think that's enough. I mean, given how things made, it couldn't really possibly have a way to actually have a cut in here to get you fully bend it. So, I think the feet work, and it being die cast, it holds itself down pretty good, as you can see. Now, go back to the back here. If you want to, you can take your blue the blue eardrum pieces that came with them. That I had it on in Dragon mode. They work the same way. Ooh, yeah, they work the same way in his robot mode. So it's the same. It's the same thing. You matter open the wings up and you just slide them in as it should be. Fairly easy. In fact, I'll go ahead and just insert these and show you what I mean. Just give me a sec. Alright guys, I got them all Energon winged up, and this is a sight. This is on some majestic level stuff right here. I think it looks really good. Also, you can take these blue pieces and form a shield. Personally, I don't think, in my personal opinion though, keep in mind someone might like it, but I don't think the shield looks that great. I'd rather they just giving him an actual solid piece of plastic and just call it a shield. Because plus, when you take 3D sections off and form that shield, it leaves the other wings pretty naked. And I think honestly they should have just gave you an extra set of blue energy pieces to make that shield, if you're gonna do it at all. But yeah. I don't even believe I could even display him on my shelf like this. It's just so much space. But my God, this does not look good. I mean, although in my personal opinion, all figures with wings, really draw your eye anyway. Feral Rex included. Man, it looks really good. Wow. I'll tell you what, let's just start from the feet. Just work our way up to really just take all that in. Once you put all the blue pieces in, you kind of lose a bit of your wing articulation, as one would probably expect. Here, I'll display here. Let me put the head down. All right. Let's see here. As kind of in Dragon mode, like the wing articulation hasn't changed at all. It's just you have ratchets here and ratchets here, and a hinge here, so you can move it back and forth. Such. And basically, once you put all these pieces in, it makes the wings kind of heavy. But the ratchets are pretty strong. It can pretty much endure. So you get a little bit of that. Let's see. Same both sides. And I'm glad they had the foreshadow to double ratchet these, at 2 different points. Because the damn thing gonna be heavy. So, yeah. From an aesthetic standpoint, I really dig them. And another thing from aesthetics, if I could change one thing about this figure, honestly, it may just me because I've seen the MNC version. I wish for the head sculpt was really good. You get 4 eyes, the way he's supposed to have 4 eyes. But I wish the features on the face were just a little bit more sharp. Maybe I can get a certain cousin of mine going in with a little bit of paint maybe, and just bring out some of the facial features. I think he has, except for he has 4 eyes, I think they're kind of lost due to the degree of lack of definition in the face. You know, maybe if the lips or whatnot would have a little bit of a pen lining added to it, kind of make that pop more. But I don't know. I might leave it that alone. And this is from a design choice. These dragon claws on the back of his forearm here, I wish those could somehow compress further deeper into the arm. Then they kind of just hanging here. Not really a fan of that. But I think for a lot of it, I'm really just nitpicking on that because I have to look at the comic again. That might actually be accurate. I don't remember. But I do kind of wish it did kind of compress in further. As you can see, it's kind of just hanging out there. But yeah, tell you what, just for this comparison with the wings fully blued out, you know, with the blue engine, let's bring Tarn back in to see a bigger difference. Let's see here. I don't know, man. I love Tarn, but like Deathsaurus actually looks a little more like royalty by comparison. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get Tarn back out here again. Well, I'm gonna give my full thoughts on this guy. I got to tell my buddy Kato from Kato's Toy Box, and when we did our punch earlier this week, honestly, in my opinion, this thing, he's wonderful. You know, with all the paint apps, die cast, articulation, everything's on point. I think a lot of Chug guys, Maki Toys, Mastermind Creations, even Hasbro to a degree, better take notice. I'm a fan of all those companies I just named, and right now with just this one thing here, this knocks a lot of their offerings out of the park. Honestly, I mean, he's a guy right here totally just kills a lot of their stuff for me. This is, to my opinion, this is a Chug level figure, and it has MP level quality added to it, with die cast, lots of paint, really good articulation. Just the look of it, it beats a lot of MNC stuff out, totally out. And when MNC unleashes their Deathsaurus, it better come correct, because this thing is on the money. It's definitely. I don't know what's gonna happen with MNC. Honestly, if Planet X stays down this route with this figure, and if the Star Saber can match this at least 80% of the way, oh man, I might have to become. I don't. I'm all about my brand loyalty, I guess, and I love Master Creations, but I might jump ship if they keep doing IDW stuff like this at this level. Man, like I said, for all the guys that are making Chug level Cybertronian-esque bots, they're definitely in trouble. Definitely. So with that being said, if you're into a IDW like Deathsaurus, I say pick this guy up. You will not be disappointed. You will love him just as much as I do, if not more. And I say money well spent, even with the price tag. I think it's pretty fair for everything you get from this figure. I think the price tag's fair. So if you guys looking for him, I got mine off of Deathsaurus. I know Deathsaurus gets a bad rap to some people, but they haven't screwed me over just yet. So yeah, if I say give him Deathsaurus right now, he's still in stock. I say buy him. He's worth the money. Anyhow, this has been Sardo Nuspa, the Black Gentleman, out here doing God's work, reviewing these figures. Please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace out.